Welcome to the channel. My name's Tom, this is my table, and on my table today we have a head-to-head in the middleweight division. In the blue corner, weighing in at 1,088 grams, the new boy on the block, Intel's Arc A770 limited edition. And his opponent with some years of experience, weighing in at a lean 740 grams, it's the Nvidia RTX 3060 Ti. Now, the reason for this matchup is that I've heard that the A770 competes with the RTX 3060, 3060 Ti, and even the 3070. So I just want to find out which one is true by going with the middle ground of these claims with the 3060 Ti, not just because I borrowed it from my little brother. Don't worry, he'll get it back. And apparently Intel has eliminated a major bottleneck in its upcoming drivers, so it'll be interesting to compare these results to the new drivers when released. Now, as for pricing here in the UK, you can pick up the A770 for £379 and the RTX 3060 for anywhere between £420 and £500. So it's a pretty big margin difference there for the RTX 3060 Ti, but you also have a lot more manufacturers that make these cards, so that's the reason why. In the US, however, the Intel Arc A770 will set you back $349, and the RTX 3060 Ti, you can get that for around $399 to $450. If you are in another country though, do let me know what the price difference is where you are. As for the system used for both of these cards today, it features a Ryzen 5700X on an X570 motherboard with 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM at 3600 megahertz. Also, resizable bar was on for both of these. So let's get into the games and results, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end. So the end result is a pretty convincing win for the RTX 3060 Ti, with the Intel Arc A770 sort of closing the gap at 4K, possibly just due to the extra VRAM that it has. It also managed to be fairly competitive in ray tracing, which is a pretty good achievement when going against Nvidia's second generation of ray tracing technology. As for oddities from the A770 though, if you've been following the channel for around a month, you may have seen that I retested my A380 with an Intel CPU just because it was playing up on my Ryzen 3700X. I was a little bit worried that this would continue on to the 3700X today, but happily it didn't. I did actually retest these games with the A770 on my i3 12100F, and I got really comparable results. So it was really nice to see that the 5700X wasn't playing up with the A770. But in Guardians of the Galaxy, it gave me a warning when I launched the game that the drivers weren't supported for the A770, but in the end it did actually launch regardless. And finally, GPU utilization in games like F1 2022 and Guardians of the Galaxy, possibly due to that driver sort of issue, it was actually lower than the RTX 3060 Ti. We were hitting maybe like mid 80s to 90s in Guardians of the Galaxy, and in F1 2022 we were way lower than that at some points. We were like in the 50s, 60s, 70s. So it does show that there is potential for more driver updates to actually increase and match the performance of the 3060 Ti, or even go above it. So if you want to see more of the A770, then maybe click here or click here. Bye!